Hello.
And welcome
to the Minimum Wage Podcast.
Where even the name is above our pay grade.
It is cold.
It is cold.
It is real cold.
It is very cold.
Honestly, last time we were wearing blankets. I think this time it might even be colder than that.
It is colder.
Wait, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Confirmably?
I think so, yeah.
Verifiably colder.
Do I like pull up the stats?
Oh my gosh. No, we'll pull it up later. We'll pull it up after the pod and then make a pinned comment whether it's not colder. If it's not colder, we'll make a pinned comment. If it is colder, hey, I already said it.
That's the bottom line.
It feels so cold right now, dude. My fingers are frigid.
I got gloves.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that until now. You actually have gloves on right now.
Strapped up.
That's crazy, dude. I'm trying to get frostbite out here, I guess, with these naked hands.
My toes getting frostbite because I wore the thinnest socks in the world.
Oh, man.
I don't know what I was thinking. I should have worn some dummy thick socks, dude. I got some. I think they're called cozy warm cabin socks or something. They're them thick wool socks.
Yes.
Those things are incredible.
Big winter socks. Big winter hiking socks.
Or just around the house because the floors are cold. Mercy, mercy.
Yeah. But Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
This is the Christmas episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the bottom line. It's going to come out on Christmas, actually.
It will come out on Christmas.
Much unlike most other podcasts who will not be releasing a podcast on Christmas and just have one
throughout the week whenever they post. Nope.
Christmas.
Guess what? Just so happens we post on Sundays.
That's the bottom line.
Hey,
that was unplanned.
Unplanned. Absolutely unplanned. But we got the Christmas sweater on. Are you wearing
the Christmas tie?
He's got the Christmas bow tie on.
If you zoom in, it's got tiny little snowmen. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, but they're really small.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out my magnifying glass to see that. That's crazy.
Yeah, probably.
Man, dude. So I was running this morning and I realized, we were talking in a previous pod about how hard it is to run in the cold. Indeed. Because of the fact that it just hurts your lungs, hurts your throat, right? Mm-hmm. Today, you know what got me?
What?
My nose. Dude. My nose ran farther than I did. Dude, dude, for real, my nose was running the entire time, and no matter what I did, it just felt so cold. No other part of my body other than my nose and my hands felt so cold. But every breath of air, it would just be attacking my nose. My nose, dude. Yeah, it was hostile. The air was hostile this morning for sure.
Indeed. I mean, it's blowing out there, though.
Yeah.
It's
absolutely.
Gusting.
It's gusting for sure. And that's really the worst part because you can run in the cold. That's no problem. But when you get hit by that wind, boy, when that wind comes and smacks you.
I mean, you got the wind chill.
Good
it's probably 16 degrees of wind chill.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, it is frigid outside.
For real. The worst part about it is, too, I couldn't find my leggings that I run in.
Really?
I brought them to the lake this past week. My family went on a little trip out to the lake with the RV, believe it or not. The maiden voyage with the family, because I haven't been on the RV yet.
Oh, the maiden voyage.
The maiden voyage,
yes,
dude.
Sir.
It was pretty sick, honestly.
Yeah?
But I'm glad that we only had 4 days out there because there was not a thing to do.
Mercy.
Not a thing to do. And internet was so bad, I'd be doing research or something. I couldn't. It was just so bad. So all you could do is just sit there, watch downloaded movies or something.
Mercy.
I don't know, dude. And it was raining the whole time, so it was it was tough.
That's just even worse.
It would be a lot better in the summer because then you could actually go into the water.
Right.
You're at the lake. Why are you just looking at the water?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, would you look at that?
Oh, that was a mighty fine body of water right there.
That's quite the pond.
That is quite the lake pond.
Mercy, mercy.
What is the difference between a pond and a lake?
Size.
That's it? I thought one was man-made. I thought a pond was man-made. Lake is not.
So what about really small lakes? I mean,
but the reality is too, this lake is man-made, right? Because we dammed.
I don't know. It might be size.
I guess that's really what it comes down to right now. Thinking about it, because our lake,
I'm not a linguist.
Our lake is man-made, so it's got to be size.
Yeah, gotta be size.
Got to be size.
Something.
I don't know how big it has to be to make it a lake, but this one definitely would qualify in my mind.
I don't make the rules.
No pond. Yeah,
indeed.
I don't make the rules for sure.
Fact of the matter.
I make some of them though. I will say that I'll make some of them, but not about language.
If that ain't the truth.
If that ain't the fact of the matter.
Yeah, Christmas.
Christmas, man. So there's a lot of Christmas traditions. Does your family have any?
Indeed, yeah. Obviously, we do the ones that most people do. We, hang our Christmas lights.
Yes.
Have a Christmas tree where we all, hang our ornaments. Although, I really don't know the stats on this now, but my family uses an artificial Christmas tree.
Really? So does mine.
Yours. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we actually have a pop-up one. It comes in a ring. So, collapses down. It's, this big when it's collapsed. And then, obviously, it's got the width of the base of the tree, right? Mm-hmm. Then you pull it out, and you expand it, and it goes all the way up. And it's probably a 6-foot tree.
That's
quite so it's a sizable thing, but it's not too heavy, and it collapses real nice. And it comes with, lights already pre-built in.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Ours comes with lights pre-built in. It's not like a stackable like that. It folds inwards, as you have your, if you have a tree.
Yes.
Like that, it takes the outsides and it just folds them up. So it's
that makes sense. It's a straight thing.
Yeah, and it has lights built in. It's 8.5 feet. But
wow.
Yeah,
it's a tall boy.
She's a big one.
Where are you putting that guy?
Okay, it may not be 8.5. It's 8. I don't know.
Okay,
higher ceilings are.
I think most ceilings are 8 feet.
It's either it's probably 7.5.
Okay,
something like that.
It's pretty close to the ceiling, is what you're saying. Yeah.
It's yeah.
Do you have enough room for an angel?
No, I don't think so. Maybe, depending on the size of the angel.
But right now, you don't have an angel?
Right now, we do not have an angel, no.
Okay. Tough, dude. I don't know what the angel thing is. What is the significance behind that?
Tradition.
Okay, yeah, tradition, sure. But, what does it mean to have an angel on the top? There's always, significance. This means this.
What's it mean to have a Christmas tree?
Oh. You got me right there, man. I don't know what it is.
It's German.
It's German for sure. It's a German tradition.
Old Tannenbaum,
Old Tannenbaum, Old Tannenbaum.
Can't do that though. We're probably gonna get copyrighted by someone.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Someone's gonna come after us.
What is the?
What's the meaning behind it? I don't particularly know.
Interesting. You know, it's a weird one too. The Elf on the Shelf.
Okay,
does your family do that?
No, that was just plain weird.
That was just super weird. My family doesn't do it either. So
see, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, there are just some families that are super into it though.
Really?
My cousin's family actually. He and his kids get way into it, dude. Mm-hmm. He loves taking that little elf and throwing it different places at night. I remember one night. So I was staying with them last year, maybe the year before, around Christmas. I go up and visit him whenever I have the opportunity. He's a super cool dude. Mm-hmm. Shout out to James. He might even be watching.
Mercy.
Anyway,
what's up, James?
I was with him one night, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta go move the little elf." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "The Elf on the Shelf." I'm like, "What? You actually do that?" Because at that point, I had really not known any families that did it. Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, it's awesome. The kids love to find it. They get a piece of candy if they find it."
Mercy.
So I was like, "All right, bet. Well, where are we gonna put it?" And he was crafty with the hiding spots, not gonna lie.
Oh yeah?
He would have spots where you could only see the tip of its foot hanging out.
Mercy.
And it's dude, come on. And then he would put it up high places. It's dude, they can see it, okay? But there's no way they're gonna be able to get to it. And he's like, "Yeah, I guess if that's the case, if they know where it's at, they can come find me and tell me they found it and show me where."
I guess that's the bottom line.
Yeah, that's just the fact of the matter. It's a weird tradition, though.
Yeah.
What is the idea with that one? The elf is watching you, or
I think the elf is supposed to be Santa's helper who keeps track of you and is keeping track of whether or not you're being nice or
naughty or nice. That's funny.
But yeah,
dude,
which
another
is
weird
creepy,
thing.
Oh,
my cousin, same cousin, dude. He has actually stopped giving his kids gifts for Christmas. They get they might get a little something, one thing each, a little something. Uh-huh. But their gift is a family trip to go do something.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool for sure.
Yeah.
But he realized, every year he was just around Christmas getting junk for the kids. They'd play with it for 2 days, stop, throw it away or break it. Mm-hmm. And he's like, "What is the point in this? I'm getting cheap stuff. It's like fun for 2 days. There's really no lasting impact. And he was like, there's no reason for me to buy gifts at this point. If there's things that his kids need, he'll get them for them. And that happens throughout the year, you know?
Right.
So when it comes to Christmas, the only thing they need, well, actually, they don't have needs. They have wants. And the only thing they want are, like, little shitty toys. And he's like, come on. You know, there's no point in that. So they go out, have a family trip. I think that's a great idea. But it also, like, growing up, always having loved Christmas because you get something. You know, it's kind of hard for me to say that that's, like, the best thing for the kids. But, hey, we also never went on family trips like that for Christmas, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's all in how they frame it, you know? Yeah. If their kids think it's the best thing ever, then they probably taught that to them, you know?
True.
So, but the elf on the shelf, yeah, it's like Santa's a little helper, like watching you.
Yep.
That's weird, dude. That's weird. Quite. Comment down below if y'all have the elf on the shelf or if that's like a family tradition of yours.
And if you do, immediately burn it.
Yeah, please. That thing is devil work.
But let's see, something else that we do. Obviously, you know, we meet on my mom's side and then on my dad's side for Christmas. And then we bake a large English is struggling here. Batch of Christmas cookies. However, this year, in the first time ever, we have ran out of cookies before Christmas.
No.
And the primary culprit is actually
Mousy?
My Nana.
No way. I swear, I saw the M starting to form on John's mouth. I thought it was going to be like me or moi.
No.
Your Nana.
Yep.
That is wild.
Well, she's been gobbling these cookies.
Wow, dude. That doesn't surprise me. Is it the Nana I know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That is wild, dude.
Sitting there like, yep.
It doesn't surprise me a whole lot, not going to lie.
Yeah.
She definitely does seem like the type to have a sweet tooth.
And because of that, we're going to have to make extras.
But hey, is she going to be helping out?
Maybe.
She just comes and takes.
Something like
comes and takes, dude. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Man.
But yeah, and then we, as our family, have a Christmas exchange of gifts and such.
Oh, of course.
Which this year was quite expensive. Mercy.
Right.
Yeah.
For you, like from your end, like the gifts you were giving to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. I have a running joke with my family that because I'm the youngest, I don't have to give anybody gifts. So like every single year, I'm like, it's coming close to Christmas, and my mom's like, "Do you have anything for any of us?" I'm like, "No." Why would I have something for y'all? I'm the youngest. I don't have to do that. I'll worry about that when I'm rich. Yeah. But obviously, you know, hey, don't tell them, but I got something for all of them.
Oh Lord. Well,
don't tell them that. I always love to like play with them a little bit. It's like the day before Christmas. They're like, "Do you have anything for us?"
I'm fairly certain that they won't know until after they open them, right? Because this pod's going up.
Oh
on
yeah,
Sunday.
true. Exactly. They'll have already opened them.
I
love that.
Which means I could talk about what I got people.
Yes, please.
We could talk about what I got. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot. Wow. Isn't that nice? You could like.
That's incredible, dude. I love how time works.
Guys, time is crazy. Isn't time crazy?
Time is wild.
Anyways, so Ruth and Charlie, they're getting a 5-channel sound system, which they have no idea about. So
that's wild.
It's gonna be funny whenever they get it. It's gonna be great. But anyways, yeah. I got my dad like an indoor like flame thing. It's like a rock stove thing, and then you fuel it with isopropyl alcohol, and then you like burn it, and you have like a flame inside, and you can like roast marshmallows over it.
Whoa!
Because it is
like a mini marshmallow motion.
It is safe to cook food over isopropyl alcohol.
For real?
Yeah. I think it burns like very efficiently. So
Interesting. I didn't know that. Because I always thought that isopropyl alcohol burned like quickly, like super quick.
It does burn quick, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you get one marshmallow.
Well, you can probably, it's a decent flame.
Okay, yeah. What else did you get?
From my mom, I acquired her MagSafe charging.
Oh, beautiful.
And the extra racetracks on Mario Kart.
She plays Mario Kart?
Yeah.
Really? On the Switch?
Mm-hmm.
I never pegged your mom for a gamer. That's wild.
Yep.
Okay. What about the rest of the family? Did you give your siblings, other than Ruth, anything?
Yeah, they're getting gift cards and food.
Oh, that's incredible. You're actually a great older brother. That's wild, dude.
Yeah, like drove me broke.
Yeah, it drove him to the poorhouse, dear
drove
Lord.
me to the poor.
And it didn't even drive you that slow. You was in a Ferrari.
I was in a Ferrari. I'm going down quick.
The Ferrari drove me straight to the poorhouse. That's incredible. Man.
It dropped me off and left me for dead.
So what I've kind of gotten a hold of recently is being able to get Christmas gifts much in advance. It's kind of been hard because I'll forget like what I have, and I need to make a list. I need to literally just start out every single year at the beginning of the year. Like I go into notes, I make a list. This is what I'm getting people for Christmas, and then just put down like what I get them throughout the year, because there's always sales that come throughout the year, right?
True.
There's so many people that wait until like the 22nd, 23rd, 24th even to buy gifts.
Well, okay, people who do that are like crazy.
Crazy, dude.
But even like a month in advance, you're probably good. Although I usually come up with like great ideas for gifts, like right after I, buy someone something. Like I've pretty much wrapped all my gifts, and I've come up with some like genius ideas. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh no, that's sad. That's the worst time. Then you got to write them down for next year.
I know exactly. That's
there you go. Yeah. So I got my sister a couple candles. They were having a sale. This is a perfect example. They were having a sale. They have like a twice annual sale at Bath and Body Works for candles. Yeah. And I was tutoring one day.
I got 4 of them.
You went to the same sale.
My mom did for me, but yeah.
Beautiful.
Bro, I love those candles.
Couple weeks ago or whatever. I'm not sure how long ago it was.
I think it was like a week and a half, maybe.
Something like that. But I was tutoring one day. A friend of mine in the tutoring center was like, "Yo, they have a sick deal on candles today." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" I hear candle. I'm like immediately like, okay. Candle. I love my candles, dude. Every time I study, I got a candle lit.
Got to.
So I was like, I bet what we got going on. Thank you.
Thank you for closing it. Oh.
You can't see it, but the door just opened.
Well, they can probably tell by the amount of light.
Oh, yeah, true. Let me go close that door. I'll be right back.
Mercy. Christmas traditions, but yeah.
So right before I left, I believe we were talking about candles. So, yeah, candles. I went to the sale. They had, what was it, like $10 candles? Mm-hmm. One candle was $10?
They were originally $15, and then they got knocked down to $5.
$5?
Yeah.
That, I don't know if I bought them at $5. That's actually an insane deal. I think I paid $10 for them.
Mercy.
I hate that, but I know that they were originally $15.
Is it wicks of 3 or 2?
3 wick.
I'm talking about 1 wicks.
Oh, that's actually, I
one
hate
wick's
that.
Not down to 5.
I hate that because I prefer 1 wicks. I guess for gifts, it doesn't matter. They're not mine.
True.
But for myself, I prefer 1 wicks because you have to light all 3 or else it'll burn unevenly.
I think I have like 6 or 7 candles in my room right now. A couple of them are new. I think I have 3 new ones and a couple in varying stages of burnage.
We got a certified candle collector right here.
And I also have an essential oil thingamajigger.
Oh, beautiful. You got all the scents.
I got all the scents.
That's incredible. I've just got 1 candle, and that's my candle until it's done. Okay? I have a stockpile of candles. Like underneath my sink in my bathroom, I've got like probably 5 candles just sitting there waiting to be used. But one at a time. One at a time every time.
Messy.
And that's the way to go, dude. But it works way better if you have a single wick because it lasts way longer, I feel like. I don't know if that's the fact of the matter. I don't know if that's really how it works, but it seems like to me it lasts way longer.
It's just less of a hassle than having like the 3 wicks and the
Yeah.
dumb, yeah.
So I thought I was getting crafty. I thought I was getting real crafty, and I could light 1 wick at a time, right? And like conserve.
It'll bite you.
No, you can't. You absolutely can't. I realized it started burning unevenly, and I was like, man, how am I gonna actually like use this candle now? If you let it go too far, the candle will become unusable.
Yep.
So I just had to like, I lit one for like half an hour. Saw that it was gonna be a problem. Had to unlight that one, light the other 2, wait for them to go down, then light them all. And it's not perfect, but it's pretty close. Nice. I don't think it'll be a problem for like the burning of the candle.
That is wild.
Yeah, it's a shame. Very inefficient, very wasteful.
Indeed.
Yeah, but so that's what I got for my sister. For my mom, I got aprons and a Christmas ornament.
Nice.
So I got aprons while we were in New York last year. So this is like the long game. Because literally January.
This man is playing the long game.
Yeah,
mercy.
For real. January of this year, so like the very beginning of this year, I got the aprons in New York. And I got the ornament in New York. So literally everything she's getting from me, it came from New York a year ago.
Nice.
That's wild, dude, to think about now.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah. Then for my brother, actually, this is what I'm still working on because he just sprung this thing on me. But he wants to build an aquarium, a 75-gallon aquarium. And
that's a lot of gallons.
That's a lot of gallons. And it's a lot of glass,
Where's he going to put that?
He said, that's what I said. I was like, bro, you've already got a 50-gallon tank. Where are you going to put a 75? Because he does. He's got a 50-gallon tank in our living room upstairs. And he said, in my room. I've already got a spot. I already measured it on my desk. I was like,
on his
what?
Desk?
On his yeah, he's got a huge desk. He's got one of the L's.
Desk.
He's got, it's the entire corner of his room pretty much. Just a desk. So I think probably on the corner where he's got like his monitors over here, I think on the corner over here, he's going to have the aquarium.
Lord.
And I've got a friend that actually makes and cuts glass. And he was like, Dane, he didn't know that before he asked for it, but he's like, is there any possibility that you could find a place that would give me glass to a specific size? And I said, I don't know any place. I know a dude, though. I know a guy.
I know a guy.
Yeah, so he sent me the dimensions last night, so I still gotta hit my guy up and get the glass. But that's honestly a wild birthday or a wild Christmas present. But hey, it's what the man wanted.
Indeed.
And then for who have I said already? Oh yeah, then for my sister. Wait, I already said that, right?
Your father.
My father. Yes, so for my dad, I got him an antenna. I don't know what. I'm not sure exactly why he wanted it. I think I don't know, maybe like connection when he's in the RV. Like he wants to watch the regular programming on his TV in the RV. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it's for.
Love that.
Yeah, don't know for sure. He's always got some weird gifts on his list, bro.
Something.
I always learn something about tech, too. He's always got super, super, like, technical gifts. Like, stuff that it's a project that he's been working on. And this is, like, a piece that he needs. This is the final piece of the puzzle. And then it's all going to come together.
I see.
Yeah, stuff like that. So every time he, like, sends me a list or, like, sends me a couple things he wants, I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, about 4 of the 5 things. I'm like, I've never seen this before. I got to do my own research on the product.
Mercy.
It's wild.
Indeed.
But yeah, that's all of them.
Wow.
I probably should get something for my grandpa, but I don't know what. The man has everything. And if the man doesn't have something, he buys it. That's just how it works.
I guess that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you can, like, invite him out to lunch or something.
Now that is a thought right there. I don't talk to the man enough. He lives like right down the road from me, and I see him like, I don't know, probably 40 times a year.
Mercy.
Yeah. Mercy's right, dude.
I see my Nana Papa quite often because we live next door.
Yeah. That would probably be it would probably be not a whole lot different, honestly. He doesn't live next door, but he lives like 3 houses away.
Yeah.
It might make a difference living next door. I don't know.
Might, yeah.
It might.
Just might.
Oh man. Anyway, what were we gonna talk about? Oh yeah,
AI.
AI is crazy, dude. So I was playing around with OpenAI's ChatGPT last night.
Indeed.
All right, and I was asking it some like hard questions. Like, for instance, I asked it like, what is the path to making your first million? And it just lays it out step by step what you need to do.
It's like,
and I'm like, wow, literally, each one of these pieces I could probably like 1 through 6, I could probably put back into ChatGPT and say, how do I do this? Yeah, literally. So it's like we've broken society right now at this point.
It's just getting started.
I know, and this is the worst it's ever be. Like, that's the worst part to think about. This is the worst that AI will ever be.
I mean, so essentially, right now, it's like primary use is it just takes all the work out of looking stuff up.
Yeah.
It's just ask it one question, it goes and parses the internet, and then it comes back with this.
Yeah, I really like how intricate you can make the questions.
Yes.
And I would say that even helps it too to give you a better answer.
Mm-hmm.
The more intricate your question is, the better written your question is, the better answer you'll get from it.
Indeed.
That's one thing I found, like giving it the same question just worded better will get a better result. Yeah. So I think it'll become like a skill like in the future, like wording shit for the AI.
Well, will it? Because the AI will
yeah, the AI will just get better.
The AI will
honestly,
just get better.
That's a skill right now, literally for the next like year.
Because probably if it needs more info, it'll just ask you for more. It's like, oh, are you talking about this or that? And then you tell it this, and then it says, okay, here's your answer.
Yeah. And also, too, like last night, I don't know if you all have ever heard of LeetCode, but LeetCode is a website where you can go practice coding questions. There's like thousands, probably even hundreds of thousands of coding questions. I don't know if there's a million now. I don't know if there's millions.
No, I don't think so.
I don't even know if there's millions of like coding questions to ask, to be honest.
If you get real
granular with it.
Yeah.
That's possible. Anyway, I pulled it up and I wanted to see how well ChatGPT worked on that. And I typed in I literally copied and pasted the prompt from LeetCode into ChatGPT.
And what did it give you?
And it gave me the code. And I copied and pasted its code into LeetCode, ran it, and it submitted perfectly.
Mercy.
And I was like, good Lord. So then I was like, I kind of got a little greedy with it. And I was like, I want a better runtime. And
I want a better runtime.
And guess what? It coded me up a worse runtime. So I said, that runtime was worse. Get me the best possible runtime. And this is kind of going back to like, you've got to word it for the AI. Mm-hmm. It's like, get me the best possible runtime solution.
The crazy part is,
and like, it did.
It's an incredible system, and it works by just talking with it.
Yeah.
That's the impressive part, is it just takes
natural language,
and they've taught it how to take that and turn it into, go get all this information and answer this question.
Yeah. It's incredible, really.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would recommend anybody that hasn't tried it to try it.
It's linked in the bottom of this.
Yeah, but I honestly would not recommend that either, because then there will be so much competition. But
what?
All right.
Oh,
you know what?
Because don't you have to like wait in line to get?
No. There is right now the problem is the bandwidth, right?
But yeah.
So they can only answer a certain number of questions at the same time.
It's not like our audience is that big.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know what? They deserve it. If you're watching the Minimum Wage podcast right now, you deserve to be on it before anybody else.
True.
So right now, link in the bio. Go ask it whatever you want.
Link
literally,
in the description. Like,
go big or go home. Think about your dreams, what you want to accomplish in life, and have ChatGPT tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
That's like the best advertisement anybody could ever give for ChatGPT, honestly.
Not ChatGPT.
Sponsor us. Dude, I don't know if they care about that. Like, not at all.
They probably got enough money.
Yeah, for real.
They definitely have enough money.
Yeah. They got bought by Microsoft, correct?
Lord,
no.
they're gonna like.
That's crazy. Microsoft is trying to become big again.
Yeah, and they're probably gonna like. What if they just use it for like their own products and don't make it open? That's my only concern with Microsoft.
Wait, oh no, it doesn't matter.
What?
We already have GPT-3. GPT-3 is open source.
Open source.
Open source. So I could just run GPT-3 on my own computer. Well, not really, because I would need way more processing. But like,
it would be slow, but you can probably
realistically, yeah, you can on your own devices run GPT-3. So,
yeah. And GPT-4 is on the way.
Dude, one thing I gotta say too, they just announced the API for ChatGPT.
I saw.
Dude, that's
website,
wild. Yeah. I'm literally about to start. Now. I'm about to start a business that is taking the API and literally formatting answers from ChatGPT for people.
Love that.
So like I'll have to see like really what's in the market right now, where the gap is, because I know they already have image processing software. So like you give it 10 images and then it gives those 10 images to ChatGPT and says, make me a Pixar character, like make me this person but Pixar style. And then it spits out the image. And it's like perfect.
Mercy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So they have that, but I just got to see, where the gap is in the market and then execute.
It's pretty good.
But yeah, the possibilities for this are unlimited.
Pretty much.
And the jobs that are going to be taken from this are unlimited. It's wild, dude. So that's one thing I saw in an interview with the owner of OpenAI. I don't remember what his name is, but he was talking about the fact that he's running a universal basic income experiment right now. So that's weird. My mic just started sounding a little odd. Anyway, the experiment basically, I guess it's like this closed system where they give people a certain amount to spend every month, and that's just how it works. They don't have to work for their money. They just spend the money that's given to them. And realistically, when you have AI doing everything for you, that's the idea.
Indeed. Although I think we're a long ways away from that.
I don't think we're that far away because AI is going to help create AI.
Well, the thing, I mean, AI is going to help create AI.
Exponential growth.
But the amount of manufacturing that would need to be done in terms of making the actual, like, okay, what type of jobs are we taking?
First,
I mean,
or in total?
At first, because like,
yeah,
at first it's coming after the people who are just doing math or running numbers. Like,
yeah,
so that's all gonna be.
They've already got like copywriters.
I reckon someone's got to plug that stuff in.
Yeah, for the time being, yeah. Reporters, you could get news stories generated by AI. You could get...
Well, yeah, but like someone has to get the information, though.
Somebody has to give the AI the information.
Yeah. But then after it gets the information, you can cut out almost everything except for the people programming it to like take it from the AI and put it out there.
one of the big concepts for making money is something called scalable income, right? Mm-hmm. So scalable income is income not tied directly to your time, because you can produce something and then let it go pretty much on the internet. The internet's really where the idea of scalable income came to be. Huh. So like literally this podcast right here, say we made money off the podcast.
Imagine that.
We make it. Yeah, imagine that, dude. We make it once, and then we can just continue to profit off of that. We put in the work once, and then forever until people stop watching. We're just profiting. So the idea with the podcast is you put in the work once. We're here for a couple hours. We record a podcast. We can make money off of this podcast forever.
Yeah. And
no matter how many people watch it, we never have to put in more work to get more people to watch it. I guess in the future, you could advertise or whatever.
Well, we're always putting in the work to expand the podcast.
Yeah, but for each individual viewer, you don't put any work in, really.
Yeah.
And that's the whole idea with scalable income. Now, with most people's jobs that are non-scalable, you're not really able to make that much money because it's literally directly tied to your time. Like, neurosurgeons are a perfect example of like the highest end of non-scalable income, because you've got a valuable skill that's extremely good, and extremely hard to come by. You've got to do so much schooling and whatnot for it, but you get paid, you get compensated very well for that time. Now, when we think about, like, in comparison, somebody that can use ChatGPT to do their job, they could be doing the work of 10 men by themselves. They're directly tying their work to their time, but it's a completely different equation, because ChatGPT is doing most of the work. So it's like, if you imagine it takes, 25 minutes to write an article. We'll just say 30 minutes to write an article, okay? And I can take 5 minutes to put it in ChatGPT. I can write 6 articles now in the same time that it took me to write one. So while my income is still tied to my time, it's not really necessarily the same equation that it used to be. So I think the early adopters of AI technology will be extremely, we'll probably make a lot of money. I'll just say that. They'll probably make a lot of money, and they'll probably make it quickly, because they can just do so much more than everybody else.
Yeah.
And I think once people start catching on to that, because you can be using ChatGPT to be building things in the background, like, people have no clue that you're using ChatGPT.
Yeah.
But then, 10 years down the line, they look at your resume and you've built like 99 companies, and they're like, how? And it really, all comes back to artificial intelligence. And, right now is the best point in time to get into it. You can just ride this wave for the rest of your life, realistically, because it's just going to get better. You're just going to get better at using it, and you're just going to be thinking of new ideas to throw at it, pretty much.
But what if someone makes a better AI that you don't have access to, and then by doing that, they like offer a better product than like everybody else, and their AI is just way better, and then everyone just goes onto that one,
And you should make enough money to be able to purchase the ability to use that one. Because realistically, the problem is not finding ideas. The problem is not finding ideas. There's so many people. You go out there, you ask like 5 people, 4 out of 5 will have a good business idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
The idea is nothing without execution.
Facts.
So you use AI to be able to execute it. Either you have AI execute the idea themselves, or you ask AI for the steps to execute the idea. And either way, you'll take most of like the mental work out of it, and you'll just have to do step by step what it says, and then you'll have built something.
Indeed.
So it's literally going to streamline the work of 10 men to be able to be done by one.
Interesting. Yeah. I was reading an article this morning about how AI functions better if it sleeps. So like most models are trained to like do one thing.
Yeah.
It's told like you do this one thing, and they do it, and they're incredibly good at that one thing.
Yeah.
But then if you tell them now do these other things as well, it often overrides everything it previously knew.
Yes, of course.
But recently, they made models where like it learns something, and then it kind of like sleeps and saves some of that.
I wonder how that
way
works.
it holds on. It holds on to things it knows works, and then it like builds on top of those, adds new things.
Yeah.
And it can change them. It's just like a way of like holding on to stuff.
That's incredible.
Which is kind of like how the brain works.
That is kind of like how the brain works.
Because obviously it's not just overriding stuff constantly.
Yeah. You have storage. You have short-term storage, long-term storage.
Yep.
And storage is stuff that's being held on to.
Yeah.
Not being overwritten.
Not being overwritten. That's
wild
how
that
works.
Yeah. So enough about ChatGPT and AI. I could talk about this forever.
Honestly.
But I'm going next week
That's right.
to the mountains.
Yes, sir.
And guess what?
He's doing coke.
I'm skiing, that's for sure. I'm skiing, that's for sure. Well, no, I'm not even skiing, actually. I'm snowboarding.
He's snowboarding down a mountain of flaky coke.
Just because we don't have snow in Georgia doesn't mean it's not snow.
Lord knows.
Lord knows.
There are probably every year, I bet you this, on average, there's probably like more. No, because Atlanta gets snow. Well, okay, I bet you there's more cocaine in Augusta than snow every year.
Oh, without a doubt.
Every year.
Without a doubt. Pound for pound, without a doubt.
Pound for pound.
Pound for pound.
More cocaine passes through Augusta every year than snow.
What an incredible fact.
That
will never be verified.
Is it? Yeah.
Independent fact checker.
Independent fact checker. There's not that much cocaine here.
There is not that much cocaine in
It's not that bad, guys.
It is that bad, though.
The
war on drugs has failed. Drugs won.
Actually, we're not that bad for cocaine. We're bad for
opioids,
human trafficking.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. Honestly, we are real bad for human trafficking
because we got the border right there, and
the border.
Yeah,
just the state border.
Yeah, they got state.
What does
border.
that do?
It's something to do with laws.
For real.
It's like if you like hop a border, something.
Oh, like different jurisdiction. They would probably have to like pass the investigation on.
Yeah, so they like hop around, and I know there was like this one place I was like right off an off ramp as you cross over. Apparently, like all around there, it's like pretty sketch.
Really?
Because that's where this stuff be going down.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah, it's wild.
What a place we live.
What a place we live in.
Yeah, I honestly can't say that I would have ever picked to live here. Like before I was born, I was like, God's like, hey, where do you want to live? I'm like,
Augusta, Georgia.
Augusta, Georgia. Never, never, dude. Never. But here I am. Wouldn't you know it?
Would you not know it? That's crazy.
Would you not know it?
See, I don't know where I would want to live, you know?
Because maybe some places isn't a hot spot for trafficking, human trafficking, drugs. You know, maybe some place that doesn't have all that.
I don't know how much of that you can say without getting like beaten
demonetized
up by the algorithm. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna bleep that entire segment.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. I want the algorithm to love us, dear Lord.
Love us, algorithm.
But yeah, like North Carolina, like somewhere in the mountains, sounds incredible to me.
I guess
the one thing I hate so much is the fact that California is so liberal and dumb. So liberal and dumb. It would be fine if they were just one or the other, but they're both. You know? So there's hella gun laws that I don't agree with in California. I think every person should have the right to bear arms. That's like written in the Constitution.
I'll tell you what.
Anyway, I also think it's pretty dumb to be taking weapons from people that were defending themselves with them, because criminals are always going to be able to get weapons.
Yeah.
You know, they're criminals. They don't care about subverting laws to get weapons.
It's almost like it's what they do.
It's almost like it's what they do. The only people you're stopping from getting guns are the people trying to protect themselves from the criminals. So it's a very dumb mindset to me. Like the best defense against a gun is body armor, but the second best defense is a gun.
That, and they try to keep people who are nuts from getting guns.
That I love. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. They have a 10-day cooldown for people under the age of 21.
Yeah.
So it's literally like a school shooter law, you know?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's like, yeah, okay, you can buy it, but you got 10 days, so.
Yeah, you got 10 days to wait. You're going to relax, you know? It's literally called a cooldown
period.
Think about it. Think about it.
Think about the fact.
Think about the children.
Think about the kids.
Yeah, so, I mean, it makes perfect sense. If I was a school shooter, I'm, like, pissed. You know, little Johnny on the playground is like, you're a dumbass. Or, like, whatever. I don't know. And that's just the last straw. I'm like, oh. You know, I guess
Like,
not
pop a
that.
cap
'Cause
in this boy.
no elementary kid is like actually buying guns. But like, say I'm 18, okay, senior in high school. I've been
You're
picked
done.
on the entire time I've been in high school. You know, I have no friends. Everybody's like, oh, look at this loser. I gotta bleep that, doggone it. But
I mean, it works in the context, so you know.
yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna bleep it for the algorithm.
For the algorithm.
For the algorithm, dear Lord. Yeah, so you know, he's just something happens. Somebody calls him a name. The last straw. He's like, today's the day. I'm buying a gun. Tomorrow it's going down. Don't come to school tomorrow type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he pulls up to the gun shop, goes to purchase his assault rifle of choice. You know, gets his AR-15.
Sign here. All right. Gonna do a background check.
All right, exactly. No, we're gonna have a 10-day cooldown period.
I'm trying to pop a cap on his ass tomorrow.
What? Then 10 days? 10 days roll around, you know? Man's not as depressed any longer, hopefully. Hopefully. You know, the last straw was 10 days ago, okay? How many more straws have there been since then?
Maybe a lot.
Probably a lot.
Maybe
So it wasn't the last straw. That's what it comes down to. It wasn't the last straw. And they realize that. Then they get the weapon. Hey, it's not so bad. You know, I think the cooldown period is a great thing. And they might even realize, you know, hey, dumb idea. I'm going to cancel that purchase. Because you don't have to put any money down. You don't have to buy the weapon until after the 10-day cooldown.
Yeah.
It's not your weapon until after that. So, you know, maybe they just say, hey, I'm going to cancel that order. And I think that's a great law. But all the laws that are trying to limit the use of, like, regular people, you know, over the age of 21, not mental, people just trying to defend themselves from the crazies and the criminals, you know, they should have weapons.
That's the bottom line.
That's just the fact of the matter. And California is a gorgeous place.
Indeed.
Beautiful, beautiful state, right? Tons of places that I would love to live.
And it's a shame that
if
all
the government
crazies
was
go there.
different. Yeah, literally all the crazies go there. If the government was a little more, you know, conservative or even centrist, I would be way more inclined to live there. For the time being, there's no way I'd live there. They'd take my money. Taxes are wild over there.
No, the taxes really are wild.
Yeah. The thing
But
about
you're
it is,
right,
though,
man.
California is probably like over 50% of America's GDP. Maybe
Is
even
it?
more. Yeah. So it's a necessary part of America. There's a lot of people that are like, excuse me. There's a lot of people that are like, California would be better off, the U.S. would be better off if California's drifted off into the ocean. It's like, no, sir. You'd have to be paying like 90 times the tax that you're paying right now. No. Like, they're supporting you so much because they just produce so much.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, it makes perfect sense. Think about the number of tech companies that are in California, based in California.
Down in this Silicon Valley.
Doggone it, Silicon Valley makes money.
Silicon Valley does make money, but
I
my
get the hiccups.
toes are actually free.
Yeah. But anyways, like, California is super important because it produces so much for the economy.
Indeed.
I just can't live there on a long-term basis, you know?
Indeed.
That's not some place where I would ever raise kids, you know?
Yeah.
I might move there when I'm old and retired and have too much
No.
money to deal with.
I'll definitely take trips there. But,
Of course.
I mean, living there, that's
Living there is a whole nother thing.
That's a whole other thing.
There's places, though, on the East Coast, like New York City, for instance.
It's too cold.
So many people say that. So many people hate the city, right? They hate New York City. There's too much going on. They love to visit. They would never live there. I'm the absolute opposite.
It's got horrible air quality.
I hate visiting because I can't live there.
Mercy.
You know? So I visit and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm just missing out. I'm just missing out on all of this on a daily basis because I don't live here.
Indeed.
That's one place where I definitely will live for a period. And that's one place I think maybe everyone should live for a period, no matter if you don't like it or not. I think it would be an incredible experience for every single person to live in New York for a while. Maybe like 3 months. 3 months, and then you call it quits. That'll be the perfect time to get the experience of the culture, get the experience of New York. And I'm not talking about New York State. I'm talking about New York City. New York, New York.
Mercy.
Dude, yeah,
But
my
yeah,
toes are frigid
my toes
too.
are frigid. But yeah, I would probably prefer somewhere like Texas, Florida, somewhere more south.
Yeah. Florida's interesting too. Florida's a crazy state, man.
Florida heavily varies depending on which region you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Heavily varies.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I would honestly love to have a house in Florida, like a beach house in Florida.
Uh-huh.
That would be incredible. Actually, never mind. That would kind of suck because like every year I'd be worried about hurricanes. So maybe not Florida, maybe somewhere else.
Maybe not Florida.
Maybe not Florida, but I would love to have a beach house somewhere.
That's why we got Airbnbs.
All right. Now you're getting into it.
You know what I'm saying?
But
have the beach house, but make money off the beach house.
Oh, that's
Airbnb
okay. Yeah.
that fool out to
Now
the
you're
year.
speaking. Now you're speaking facts.
Pay
dude.
someone to keep up on it.
Yeah, you go there for the time that you want. You just don't book any guests on Airbnb.
Have someone who you know in the area who makes sure it's make sure stuff isn't broken, and then if stuff is broken, then that guy takes care of
Charge
it.
the client.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charge the
I
client.
love that. Yeah, you have to have a property manager there.
Yep, property manager.
Property manager.
That's the bottom line.
I love that, dude.
That'd be pretty simple. But yeah, you were talking about snowboarding?
Yes, snowboarding. Yeah, so next week will be my first snowboarding trip ever. I have never been snowboarding.
I haven't either.
It seems like vaguely similar to skating, so I don't think I'll be like too bad at it from the start. I mean, obviously I'm a beginner. I'm not going to be good.
Indeed.
There's no way. But I think, given my background of being able to balance just on something below my feet,
yeah,
I might be able to get good quickly. Nice. I might get the feel of it quickly. I guess we'll find out. But skiing was so much fun. Learning how to ski, that was fire. And I love skiing. For real?
No, yeah.
Super fun. Whenever you get the opportunity, do it.
Indeed.
Do it. I can't recommend it enough. But snowboarding is a whole different thing because you don't have the ability to stop yourself like this with your skis.
Yeah.
I think the camera can see that.
Instead,
but
you just gotta like push the board into the snow, right?
Yeah. So you I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you just lean with your heels or something.
You have to take it around and turn it and lean back with your heels, just slide.
Yeah, I guess you turn to the side and lean with your heels, like a power slide on a skateboard, I guess.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, interesting, but it's a whole different thing, dude. It's a whole different thing. And my friend Colin was like, "You always got to be leaning with your heels into the snow, or else you're just gonna go straight and your board is gonna slip out from under you."
Interesting.
I'm like, huh? Can't you just go with your board? Aren't your legs just attached to your body? Ain't that just how it works? But nah, I guess not for everybody.
I guess not.
So I guess we'll figure it out. But I'm super pumped for that.
Indeed.
Honestly, I think we're gonna have to record a podcast before we go, because I'll be getting back after the 1st.
All right, we can just leave this stuff up and come back tomorrow.
Load that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, for today,
be sure to check out our Instagram at the Minimum Wage Pod. We'll be trying to post more stuff there. Recently, it's really only been announcements for the uploads. I have posted one reel. Maybe I'll post another. Lord knows.
Lord knows.
Be sure to check out our LinkTree. Links down below, especially to check out the ChatGPT.
Yes.
And go ahead and
get ahead of your peers.
Got to stay on top of the curve, you know what I'm saying?
Check out the Minimum Wage Podcast Clips channel, MWP Clips.
Yep, and be sure to like and subscribe to this, and to maybe if you have a friend who hasn't heard of this, maybe
share it with them.
Share it with them, yeah.
All right. Well, without further ado, this has been
the Minimum Wage Podcast.
Where even the name is above our pay grade. Peace.